Hi, I'm Princess Harris, the Migration and Me Program, Sustainable Food and Land Use Senior Coordinator at Faith in Place. And today I am with Dr. Jean Marie at Benedictine University. Hi, Dr. Jean. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, I will. I'm Jean Marie Kauth. I am a professor at Benedictine University. I have a PhD in literature and a master's in public health that I got at Benedictine University to support my environmental efforts.
So, Dr. Jean, can you tell us more about your story and how you got involved in environmental justice work?
Yeah, absolutely. It is a sad story. I wasn't myself very aware of environmental problems until my daughter got leukemia, which we have every reason to believe was caused by exposure to mosquito spraying without our knowledge or permission, and she developed leukemia, fought it for 4 years, and then died. It is very unfortunate. And the thing is, we count the numbers of deaths from West Nile. There aren't a lot of human cases. We're not counting the numbers of deaths that are from the exposures, but we do know that between 80 and 90% of cancers are caused by exposure in the environment, and that includes things like diet, smoking, things like that, but it also includes exposure, routine exposure to pesticides. Pesticides are also linked to autism, ADHD, lower IQs in children. And so we're not even measuring the effect those pesticides have. And some of the mosquito spraying is with pyrethroids, which are somewhat less acutely toxic but have long-term effects. Most of them are with organophosphates, which have been known to be linked to childhood cancer and many other ill effects for decades.
Dr. Jean, can you tell us about the front lawn organizing that you started in your community?
Yes, so I was in Madison visiting a friend, and Catherine was sick at the time, and I saw lawns with this little sign. You know how they put the caution sign? And it said, instead of like, don't be on this lawn because it's poisonous, it said, healthy lawns, you know, children invited to play here, right? And so I started an organization a long time ago now, it's been about 20 years, in Chicago. That was Chicagoland, that was kind of a springboard from that. And I can really advise that people should work on the local level, because I went to my city and I said, well, first of all, I went in tears and said, my daughter is dying because of mosquito spraying, can we stop? And they listened to me. And I got together a group of friends, probably a dozen people. And so we got that victory, and then we went on to lawns. And especially the Park District lawns, because kids are playing there. But also all the city lawns and the Park District lawns, they don't treat them. And we have to advertise, right? You have to have signs that say, there's dandelions here because we don't use pesticides and it's safe for children.
So, Dr. Jane, how do homeowners typically keep their lawns, and what is the impact, and what would you recommend them to change?
Yeah, if you're killing off dandelions, almost certainly you're using 2,4-D. Which is linked to higher rates of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, prostate cancer, soft tissue cancers in children, and other cancers. Also, it's linked to up to 7 times higher rates of canine lymphoma in certain breeds of dog. And so, this is very negative. So really, to kill dandelions, it's tough. To make your lawn look good, it's not that tough using more natural methods. One is corn gluten. Corn gluten is completely, toxic free. It's you can probably eat it, although I'm not going to put it on my list. And it will green up your lawn, and it will inhibit weed seed germination. So if you're someone who is trying to go from a treated lawn to a lawn that is going to be more natural, that's a good thing to apply. You apply it in the spring when the forsythias bloom. And you can also get, my sister uses this, I think it's called Avenger. It's a citrus-based, non-specific herbicide. So basically you spray it on your dandelion, it'll kill everything. What she says is she waits till it's dead, and then she puts a little grass seed there. And so you can get something that's citrus-based, something that's vinegar-based, citric acid, and that is non-toxic. So there are organic solutions to making your lawn look good. I also advise just some toleration, right? I think we need to change our aesthetics. Really, what's more important, healthy children or a dandelion-free lawn?
Right, no, that's true. And also, I don't think a lot of people know that dandelions are edible.
Absolutely. Yeah, you said you ate them. Yeah.
I ate them when I was growing up. My grandmother would go out there and pick dandelions, and I'm looking at her like, what do you want me to do with that? So you got dandelion tea. Yeah. You can eat every part.
Every part. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I know some people will batter up and fry the blossoms. I get the leaves, and it's a little bitter, so my kids, I'll mix it in with a spinach or a sort of light lettuce so that it's not so strong. But yeah, they're really healthy.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, I also just want to mention again that it can affect your animals, your dogs, you know. So like I have Yorkies and I would just be devastated. And I have seen videos of people, dog having seizures
Yeah,
from
absolutely.
being out in the grass and stuff after treatment and stuff. So keep that in mind also.
Absolutely. That's the acute effects. And then, yes, it can have chronic effects
Yeah.
by causing cancer.
So Dr. Jane, this has been very informative. I truly appreciate your time. Is there any lasting messages that you want to send out there?
Well, I appreciate all the work you all are doing. And like you said earlier when we were talking, education is so important. And really, like, just sharing the word with people you know, because people don't necessarily trust experts or what's written up. But if they know someone and they trust them, they might be able to listen to them. And so, you know, also, there is good information out there. So American Academy of Pediatrics, you can just Google a lot of this stuff. It has a statement on pesticides talking about how it affects children. The President's Cancer Panel of 2010 has a long but readable document about how you can avoid common risks for cancer, you know, not just pesticides, but industrial pollution, excess medical radiation. You know, there are things that you can do to just hedge your bets and you know, make your odds in your favor so that you can avoid some of these terrible health outcomes.
Okay. Well, Dr. Jane, I want to thank you so much. I want to say that I'm so sorry that you had what had happened to you, but hopefully we can save some more people, you know, in the long run. And that's what it's all about, you know, education and, you know, making a change. So I appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you too.
Thank
you.
Okay. Thank you.